Need wickets here, Afghanistan. Need quick wickets. They need to break this partnership. Eton certainly looking like a batter on song. Need to create an opportunity. Required run rate under the radar, within control so far.
Eton came up with all guns blazing today, provided that solid start that Bangladesh had hoped for. That was a terrific stroke to start with, and then that pull. Got some shots outside the off stump. Was lucky a bit as well, but he rode on his luck, and that was pure class. Terrific start for Bangladesh and Eton. Looked really well. Again, trying to make some room. The intention is pretty clear, trying to use that power play.
Trying to make use of that field restrictions, but this is well bowled by Farooqi. He saw the batter making room for himself. Saw it early, the left-handed bowler, and pitched it outside the off and short. Getting it to move away was not certainly within Leeton's reach. Constantly, Rashid is still having a chat with the bowler. So far, 3 singles in this over. Good comeback from Farooqi.
That was a slower one. Was in the air for a while. But he will get a single and retain the strike. 4 from it.
Mr. Noodles এর কোরিয়ান সুপার স্পাইসি নুডলস এ আছে দারুণ স্বাদ আর চরম ঝাল মিস্টার নুডলস সুপার স্পাইসি সুপার টেস্টি
পাবেন জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা আর হবে বড় সাশ্রয়। এখন 2টি লাইফ বয় কিনলে বাঁচবে 12 টাকা। স্বপ্ন যাবে বাড়ি আমার, স্বপ্ন যাবে বাড়ি আমার।
1 বছরেই এটা ফ্যাকাশে আর তোরটা এখনো নতুন।
এটা রিন দিয়ে ধোয়া। জোর ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজি সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা। রিন অ্যাডভান্সড দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা।
জীবনের সাথে চলে হাই ফাই।
স্বাস্থ্যকর অল টাইম ফ্যামিলি কেক, সব সময় অল টাইম।
Mujibur Rahman to continue. Bangladesh's electronics giant Walton is going to arrange first ever mega international advanced components and technology Expo 2023, scheduled to be held from 10 to 12 August 2023 at International Convention Center, Bosundhara in Dhaka. Right, the required run rate from Anoy is 6.31 now. Oh, he tried to fetch that with that reverse sweep, missed everyone. Will reach the fence for 4.
He went for it, did Afif. Coming round the wicket, Mujib angling it. Either way, would have been a wide. Still going for the reverse. And everyone missing it. Only to find the boundary on that 1 over of father moment. Went for 19, and since that, Mujib has been brought on again. That angle wide signaled by umpire Tanveer Ahmed.
You can sense from Afif's intention there, the last over of the power play. So you want to use that the most to get some more runs. Again, that sweep shots come into play.
Inside edge though. 2 occasions he's tried to hit that. It could have gone anywhere, fortunately for him. Did not go on to hit the wickets. There's a reason why he's trying to hit that reverse sweep. 3 fielders square on the offside are inside the circle. A huge salute to them, a big salute to them, the ground staff. Here's the Sylhet International. This time he goes straight. Much better from Afif. That one had wings on it. Goes fair and square for a maximum.
If you can play this shot, why you play those reverse sweep? Because on the slot, look at that. Brilliant. 12 of the over so far. That sailed 80 meters.
Yeah, you do need a bit of luck. Afghanistan, they're having a hard time gripping the ball. It is hot and humid, and with the rain and dew, it's going to be difficult to grip the ball. A quick single taken of the last delivery. 13 runs of this last.
탁, 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 레그 탁, 볼때 탁, 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 레그 탁, 니제게 애기라. exam knock knock, Horlicks knock knock, পড়াশোনা রিভিশন হচ্ছে হয়না।
হরলিক্স এর ভাইটাল নিউট্রিয়েন্টস বাচ্চাদের মনোযোগ ধরে রাখতে সহায়তা করে। এক্সাম নক নক হরলিক্স ডগ ডগ।
এসএমসি নিয়ে এলো বাংলাদেশের প্রথম এবং একমাত্র অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল চিপ সহ স্যানিটারি ন্যাপকিন জয়া আলট্রা কমফোর্ট। জয়া স্যানিটারি ন্যাপকিন ব্যবহারে পিরিয়ডে ইনফেকশন হয় না।
লাক্সারিয়াস সিল্কি ফিনিশিং ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল প্রপার্টি সমৃদ্ধ বার্জার লাক্সারি সিল্ক এমালশন শুধুই গ্ল্যামারাস দেয়াল নয়, আমার স্মৃতি রাঙিনা।
গোলাপি নির্যাস আর ভিটামিন ই সহ নতুন লাক্স দেয় চাঁদের মতো উজ্জ্বল চেহারা। লাক্স
দেশের ফাস্টেস্ট 4G নেটওয়ার্কে জিতবেন সব সময় বাংলা লিংক।
But can't say that Faruqi bowled badly, or neither did Mujib. It's just been exquisite batsmanship from Liton Kumar Das and Afif Hussain, and it has forced the captain to bring himself on. Yes, the power play is done, but they need wickets and they need them quickly.
Man for Afghanistan. End of the power play. Bangladesh added 50 from it. Rashid Khan will be looking to break this partnership. And Liton Das dominated the most.
Now, the first T20 international, Rashid Khan was a little bit on the short side. And we know that he doesn't try and get the ball right up to the bat because he's not a big spinner of the ball. And in his defence, the outfield was damp due to dew. But what Bangladesh did very effectively in that first T20 international is they played back to him virtually every single ball. And we've seen these first two deliveries that they played back to them as well. Now this is the length that he bowled. In the ODIs, he was fuller than he was in the first T20. That's where he wants to be, around about that 5-metre mark. It's when he becomes a handful. Once he finds his length, batters are unsure whether to play forward or back. He doesn't want them to be able to just stand in the crease and hit him down the ground. But what he does want to do is make them unsure of whether they can play forward or back. And when they play back, if they play across the line, he can trap them LBW. But in the first T20, he was just a little bit on the short side. Oh, better.
And it's also because of his high arm action. He releases the ball from 12 o'clock rather than 11 o'clock, where most of the leg spinners tend to bowl. And as you mentioned, it's not easy playing him across or square of the wicket, both on and off side.
I think the reason why his length is not like traditional spinners is he's not a big spinner of the ball, and he bowls the ball very flat. He bowls it quickly. He is actually difficult to cut and pull, and that's really what he wants you to try and do, is play across the line to him. But he spins it just enough. He's one of the best there is when he's on song. important thing is Bangladesh don't want him to get in a...
প্রাণ ফ্রুটো এখন নতুন লোকে আর টেস্ট অ্যামেজিং।
তাজা আমের মধুর রসে প্রাণ ফ্রুটো এখন আরো আকর্ষণীয় নতুন প্যাকে।
খালামুনি, কঠিন তেল চর্বি কিভাবে দূর করে শিখিয়ে দাও না।
এই নে ভিম, এতে আছে 100 লেবুর শক্তি, যা তোর থালা বাসনের কঠিন তেল চর্বি দূর করবে।
ওয়াও, থ্যাংক ইউ খালামুনি।
খালামুনির থেকে এটাও শিখে নে।
খালামুনি, তুমি কিভাবে?
তুই কি ভেবেছিলি খালামুনি শুধু থালা বাসনই ধুতে পারে?
অনেক কিছুই নতুন দেখা যাবে যখন দেখবো থালা বাসন ছাড়িয়ে। ভিম
এসএমসি নিয়ে এলো বাংলার প্রথম এবং একমাত্র অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল চিপ সহ স্যানিটারি ন্যাপকিন। জয়া অল নাইট। জয়া স্যানিটারি ন্যাপকিন ব্যবহারে পিরিয়ডে ইনফেকশন হয় না।
Happy to knock you around for 4 or 5 and over, because that's all we need. But we just don't want you to get in amongst the wickets. Wafada with his second. Captain's backing him here.
Bowling wide of the crease, Wafada went for 19 in his first over. Not easy for someone like Wafada making his T20 debut.
All the towels hanging out the back of the trousers of the players. It's because the outfield is certainly on the damp side. That seam will be getting wet and it'll be getting tougher and tougher to hold the ball, grip the ball. Swing and a miss. Looking to go up and over point. Might have been just a bit tight on him. Not enough room.
Trying to get that angle coming into the right-hander, bowling wide of the crease. He's got deep square leg and deep fine leg in place. So the idea is to bowl that coming into the right-hander. Try to make him play that pull shot.
Come over to my side. A good toss to win. Shakib Al Hassan wins the toss and decides to field first. Captains tend to do that even when there isn't rain around, but when you know that it is in the vicinity, it's an even better toss to win. It does favour you. Don't want to take the gloss off their performance, but it does favour the side that decides to bat second, particularly when it happens when you're in the middle of your innings. It's a good bumper. Oh, Mr. Kabir, the curator here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, and all his ground staff have done a splendid job. They really have. It's an often thankless task, but they've done a splendid job in ensuring that we've got play underway so quickly after what was a heavy downpour. Been a better over this.
Yeah, he did well after conceding 19 in his first over. Just one of this. We were talking about the groundsman. They've done a terrific job. Thankless job as well.
Oh, up and over. He just helped that on its way. That's a lovely stroke to end the 7th over. The feet moves to 21. Bangladesh 61 without loss.
এক বছরেই এটা ফ্যাকাশে আর তোরটা এখনো নতুন।
এটা রিন দিয়ে ধোয়া, যে ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজি সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা। রিন অ্যাডভান্সড দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা।
ভিটামিনযুক্ত নতুন লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ। ভিটামিনযুক্ত হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ।
হ্যাঁ, ভিটামিন যুক্ত নতুন লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দেয় জীবাণু প্রতিরোধে সাধারণ সাবানের চেয়ে 100% শক্তিশালী সুরক্ষা।
এসএমসি নিয়ে এলো বাংলাদেশের প্রথম এবং একমাত্র অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল চিপ সহ স্যানিটারি ন্যাপকিন। জয়া আলট্রা কমফোর্ট। জয়া স্যানিটারি ন্যাপকিন ব্যবহারে পিরিয়ডে ইনফেকশন হয় না।
দেশের ফাস্টেস্ট 4G নেটওয়ার্কে জিতবেন সব সময়। বাংলা লিংক। এটা চিপস ব্রো।
বাছাই করা আলুর সাথে স্পাইসি সিজনিং এর টুইস্টে এলো প্রাণ পতাটা।
এটা চিপস নাকি বিস্কিট? খেয়ে বুঝে নাও।
Checking the radar. They just want to enjoy the cricket for just 5 minutes and hope that no more rains to come. What about this stroke to end the last over? Brilliant.
Played that with the angle and held that. Connection was sweet, 70 meters. He was coming with the angle. You can hear the sound.
It had been a good over from Wafadar as well. It had only gone for a single. And then the sixth ball goes for 6. How often does that happen? Now to look after Rashid Khan.
HD, you have seen Rashid very closely. What I've learned that he got 5 different grips of his bowling. That's fascinating, and he tends to bowl with the top of the fingers. He doesn't use those wrists often.
Just very difficult to pick which way he's trying to spin it because of his quick arm action. A lot of players try and watch the wrist. Well done. Oh, he's frustrated. There's no doubt about it that Rashid Khan is frustrated.
You don't get to see that often. Rashid Khan. He's a fighting cricketer. Always gives you tough time. But at the moment, Bangladeshi batters are dominating.
There's protection out on the offside. But again, no risks being taken here against Rashid Khan. He's got a ball remaining and he's only gone for 4. Just wonder whether there needs to be a change of tact here, whether they bring in an attacking fielder or one extra man inside the 30-yard circle, because the game's drifting away from them here, Afghanistan. And this is what Bangladesh are able to do. Just score freely, under no threat. 66 without loss.
আজকাল খুব হাত খুলে খরচ হচ্ছে মনে হয়। হাত না, আমার চোখ খুলে গেছে। অ্যালোভেরা যুক্ত সার্ফ এক্সেল সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় প্রতি ধোয়ায় লাগে মাত্র অর্ধেক, তাই এর 500 গ্রাম চলবে 1 মাসেরও বেশি।
চুমুকে চুমুকে জমাও খেলা, পাওয়ারে অ্যাকশন সারা বেলা, বিজয়ের নতুন ছন্দে।
পাওয়ার চুমুকে অ্যাকশন। বিকাশ অ্যাপে এসে অফার নিয়ে এসে বিকাশ অ্যাপে পিন সেট করে লগ ইন করলেই ইনস্ট্যান্ট 25 টাকা বোনাস এবং লেনদেন করলেই আরো 100 টাকা পর্যন্ত বোনাস।
মিস্টার নুডলসের কোরিয়ান সুপার স্পাইসি নুডলসে আছে দারুণ স্বাদ আর চরম ঝাল। মিস্টার নুডলস সুপার স্পাইসি, সুপার টেস্টি।
লাক্সারিয়াস সিল্কি ফিনিশিং ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল প্রপার্টি সমৃদ্ধ বার্জার লাক্সারি সিল্ক এমালশন শুধুই গ্ল্যামারাস দেয়াল নয়, আমার স্মৃতি রাঙিনা।
Just short, nearly. They need that breakthrough, desperate for the breakthrough.
He was very lucky there, Liton Das. He moved towards the offside, tried to guide it on the onside. Lucky enough that it didn't carry to the bowler. It was in the air for a while.
big appeal, very big appeal. Now the discussion will take place and Rashid Khan will need to trust these two men. He comes in off the boundary and yes, there it is. We're going to go upstairs. Is it desperation or do they really feel that this is going to clatter in the stumps?
Third umpire to director, we have a player's review for LBW, given not out. It's a fair delivery. Can I have front on, please? Ball passing close to the bat for confirmation. Can I have Altais? Keep rolling, flat line. Satisfied, no bad in ball. Ball tracking please when you're ready. Pitching outside of impact outside. Back to on field. Tanvir, I recommend to stay your original decision. You are on screen now. Thank you.
I'm a little bit unsure of what Littendas is trying to do here. And that's better. The two previous deliveries, Littendas has moved onto off stump, trying to hit the ball through the leg side. But there's only one man at mid-wicket in the 30-yard circle. The rest are on the boundary. Long on, deep square leg, fine leg. So boundaries are really covered there. Surely the idea would be to stay leg side of the ball and try and hit him through the offside where there's not much protection if he's looking for boundaries. Bowled. If he's looking to just rotate the strike, then I understand the play.
4 dot balls in the over so far by Omar Zai. Yeah, just looking at the field position on the onside. You don't need to manufacture stroke where you just cannot go and get that easy boundary. You have fielders on the offside inside the circle. Doesn't make sense.
There he goes, leg side again. There's no doubt that Ormazai is wanting to bowl at the stumps. He needs 6.5 and over. I know it's old school thinking, and I do a lot of old school thinking during T20 international cricket, but when you're chasing such a low total and you're ahead of the game, just stand still. Now there's a change of field. Fine leg comes up into the 30-yard circle. Mid-wicket goes onto the boundary. So still he'll have to be at the stumps. And he's able to just nudge it away, but that's a good over. A very good over from Ormazai. Goes for just a single. 67 without loss.
এবার দেখ তো মরেছে না একটাও মরে নাই
20 বছরে 20টা মশা মারতে না পারা কেমিক্যালের গন্ধযুক্ত অ্যারোসল বদলে স্প্রে করুন নতুন এক্সপেল এর নতুন ফর্মুলা আরপিএম ডেল ডুয়েল অ্যাকশন ঘরের মশা বাঁচবে না বাইরের মশা আসবে না
এক্সপেল ডুয়েল অ্যাকশন অ্যারোসল ন্যাচারাল পাওয়ারে মশা মুক্ত ঘর
50 গ্রাম গ্লো অ্যান্ড লাভলির দাম কমে এখন মাত্র 160 টাকা। গ্লোয়ের জন্য সবকিছু এক ক্রিমে। উফ, তুমি না তোমার চাউমিনটার মতোই বোরিং।
কিছুই বোরিং নয় ডুড, যদি আনো একটু অ্যাটিটিউড। যেমন এই বোরিং চাউমিনের সাথে লাল মরিচের একটু তেজ, ব্যাস রুচি লাল মরিচের সস। এত কষ্টের কি দরকার? বিকাশ অ্যাপে এসে অফার নিয়ে না এসে বিকাশ অ্যাপে পিন সেট করে লগ ইন করলেই ইনস্ট্যান্ট 25 টাকা বোনাস এবং লেনদেন করলেই আরো 100 টাকা পর্যন্ত বোনাস।
1 বছরেই এটা ফ্যাকাশে আর তোরটা এখনো নতুন।
এটা রিন দিয়ে ধোয়া জয় ব্রাইট লক টেকনোলজি সাধারণ পাউডারের তুলনায় দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা। রিন অ্যাডভান্সড দেয় দ্বিগুণ উজ্জ্বলতা।
পাওয়ার চুমুকে অ্যাকশন।
স্বাস্থ্যকর অল টাইম ফ্যামিলি কেক সব সময় অল টাইম হেলদি লাইফ।
দেশের ফাস্টেস্ট 4G নেটওয়ার্কে জিতবেন সব সময় বাংলা লিংক।
আচ্ছা গুরুজি, একটা রিলেশনশিপ ঠিক কখন জমে ওঠে?
দুজনের বোঝাপড়ায়, ঠিক যেমন রুচি তেঁতুলের সস আর এই পাকোড়ার অদ্ভুত আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং। রুচি তেঁতুলের সস।
Knock 67 without loss after 9 overs. They are chasing 119. They hit him in the toe end of the bat and straight to the fielder. Rashid Khan takes a brilliant catch and they picks up the first wicket of Bangladesh.
There's the breakthrough and he can't believe it. He still stands his ground as Liton Das. This man doesn't. Rashid Khan. He was flying. He was flying to his right. And this is what great players can do. They make a difference. Mujib with the ball in hand was hit in the air. One-handed. He was flying to his right. What a catch. It's a superb catch from Rashid Khan. And they've somehow managed to get the breakthrough. And in fact, it's the batter who was in song. Liton Das, he has to go for 35. Bangladesh, 67 for 1.
থাক 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 লেগে থাক পড়তে থাক 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 লেগে থাক নিজেকে এগিয়ে রাখ এক্সাম নক নক হরলিক্স পড়াশোনা রিভিশন হচ্ছে হয়ে যাক।
হরলিক্স এর ভাইটাল নিউট্রিয়েন্টস বাচ্চাদের মনোযোগ ধরে রাখতে সহায়তা করে। এক্সাম নক নক হরলিক্স ঢক ঢক।
Nazmul Hussain Shanto, the new man in for Bangladesh. Hasn't had the best of time after the test match where he struck 200s, but he's been in terrific form since the last 18 months or so. And gets off the mark straight away. But what a catch that is from Rashid Khan, diving full length towards his right. Liton Das just couldn't connect it properly, hit him in the toe end of the bat, but look at that. He needed something brilliant to get rid of Liton, and Rashid did that.
Absolutely. One-handed. Spectacular from Rashid. Bangladesh. He's hit it hard, but straight to the fielder. 2 quick wickets. Karim Janat takes the catch. Mujibur gets his second. We've seen a hat-trick the previous night in the first T20I. Now 2 quick wickets in this 10th over. And both the openers, well, the second one is making his way back. Round the wicket, it was full, it was in the slot. Tried to drag it, but only to find Karim Janat in the deep, at deep mid-wicket. And they celebrate. The crowd here at Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, they go mute. Afif goes for 24, Bangladesh 68 for 2.
Man of the match of the previous game, Tawhid Ridoy, is at the crease. Got a good strike rate of 139, and perhaps he might not need to go with that rate, but he needs show his calm and mature, and gets off the mark straight away. So Bangladesh, a bit of pressure, Shaman.
Yeah, as I said earlier, anything can happen in this game of uncertainty. Was in the slot, was down on one knee, was Afif. But good reverse cup catch taken by Karim Janat. He is frustrated. This was his opportunity. Afif scored 24 of 20, and they celebrate, of course.
Been a very good over so far. Mujibur Rahman picked up 2 wickets in the same over. He's been brilliant throughout the one-day series and also in the first T20I. Oh, beaten him. All ends there. End of the over. Bangladesh 70 for 2.
এত কষ্টের কি দরকার? বিকাশ অ্যাপে এসে অফার নিয়ে না এসে বিকাশ অ্যাপে পিন সেট করে লগ ইন করলেই ইনস্ট্যান্ট 25 টাকা বোনাস এবং লেনদেন করলেই আরো 100 টাকা পর্যন্ত বোনাস।
Matullah Mazai just gave away 1 run in his first over. Afghanistan need more wickets. Again, a quick single taken there. Very good running between the wicket. Direct hit, but I think he made it.
Once again, I think it's Rashid Khan.
TB umpire to director.
Rashid Khan with the direct
We
hit.
have a review for run out. The bowler sent. Can you show me your best angle, please? Keep rolling. Batsman oil inside. Bills off. Satisfying. Batsman oil inside when bills off.
Confirmation there. Not out. Bangladesh need 48 of 41 balls, Shaman, and I don't think they need to hurry. They need to play sensibly and also show some maturity as well. We have seen Ridoy doing that in the previous game. They've got wickets in hand.
They do. Got 8 wickets in hand. Scanning the field is Tawhid Ridoy. 47 not out in the first T20I. Oh, was in the air, but nicely placed. And fielder at deep third will cover. Will get a couple. He's a busy cricketer. Think he placed it well, but it was in the air. How far away was it? It was pretty far away. He's a busy cricketer. What should be appreciated about him is how he goes about his business, how he builds up the innings, takes the singles and the twos. Looks really good.
Again, coming down the track. Look how he ran the first one hard. Puts the fielder in extra bit of pressure there. He may have not taken the second, but that puts extra pressure on the fielder. This is how he plays. That's the 2 wickets that fell so far. Liton Das, that was a brilliant catch by Rashid. That was outstanding. The world-class act. And then Afif Hussain caught a deep mid-wicket in the very same over. Mujibur Rahman giving Bangladesh a double blow.
Losing 2 wickets in the span of 2 deliveries. First ball of the 10th over and the third ball in the span of just a run.
Again a wayward shot, but he will earn at least a couple there. I don't think you need that sort of intention at the moment. He was not in full control. He tried to go hard on him. The Bangladesh dugout looks relaxed.
Relaxed as of now, 43 required of 38. Omar Zai with the ball in hand. Well, Afghanistan need to capitalize on that. The 2 wickets they've taken.
That's well bowled. Right in the block hole.
Absolutely. Yorker from Omar Zai. What's good to see is the approach from Shanto and Hridoy. Not going to give it away easily. They're dealing in singles and doubles. Not trying anything rash.
And that's bowled him. Nazmul Hossain Shanto tried to play it across the line and pays the price. He was looking to play his shots right away when he came to the crease. And this time he played across the line.
What a delivery. It's a gem of a delivery. Right in the block hole. Back-to-back deliveries as Yorkers from Omar Zai, and he has struck. Speaking of capitalizing on the 2 wickets, now they've got their third. Shanto, he has to go back for 4. Bangladesh, 76 for 3.
Skipper Shakib Al Hasan is at the crease now. Bangladesh needs its experience at the middle. Look at that. Wealth of experience there. 117 matches, strike rate of 122. But at the moment, Shakib Al Hasan needs to calm things down. The man on screen, Rashid Khan, he made life difficult. Started off on the money.
He's given away 9 runs in his first 2 has Rashid Khan. This is the wicket from the stump cam. See the ball just passing by and hitting. Impact. Into middle and off of Nazmul Hossain Shanto. Perhaps could have opted to play it straight. But no doubt about the delivery. Bullseye from him.
And Rashid Khan with his googly. Rohit Hridoy is looking good. He's batted really well on the other day. Started off from where he left today. The required run rate now 7.64. Slowly creeping up.
A long on, deep square leg. Beg your pardon, it's a deep point on the offside and a long off for Shakib as a left-handed batter. Long on and deep mid-wicket in position for him, and deep backward square leg also. Short third and short fine leg.
Gets off the mark right away. It's important for Bangladesh. They don't lose any more wicket. They lost 3 in the last 16 deliveries. scoring 11 runs. And that's pressure. Oh, what a ball. Tauhid Hridoy had no clue. Just a bit of turn moving away from the right-hander.
Think anyone did. Went straight. Missed all ends. The batter missed it, it missed the wickets, and Gurbaz couldn't take it either. There's a single gifted in buys. Rashid is on to bowl his third. One more delivery to go. He's just given away 3 runs in this one. And 8 before this. There it is. He's already bowling his third. So what they're doing is just trying to get by his over. And rightly so. Couple bowled between Farooqi, Wafadar and Omarzai also. Now umpire Tanveer Ahmed, he's not happy. Shoriful, the 12th man who's came on to the field with the drinks, and perhaps change of helmet for Shakib. Umpire Tanveer Ahmed, he's certainly not happy, sending Shoriful sprinting back all the way. Some rebuilding to do. Interesting to see how he goes on about this last delivery from Rashid. Should just see it off.
Just 3 from the over. Bangladesh 79 for 3.
Yeah, 3 overs bowled by Mujib and Rashid. 2 between Farooqi, Wafadar and Omarzai. Now Mujib, as we know, restricted conditions, so 2 bowlers can bowl 4 overs. Most likely, it looks as if it's going to be Mujib and Rashid as of now. Going to wait out and see. Yes, it is Mujib with the ball in hand. He is going to bowl the last of his quota overs. Still required 40 of 30 with Tauhid Hridoy and Shakib in the middle. Required run rate is 8. And I believe jam-packed crowd here at Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. We've got another nail-biter to encounter as I welcome HD Ackerman back. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Shamanoy, and good evening to all our viewers. We're in for another humdinger here, aren't we? And can you believe Bangladesh find themselves in this position? At one stage they needed under 6 to the over. Oh, yes. He is so full of confidence, this young man. He's just swatted that over extra cover for 4.
And you hear them again after a while. Makes room for himself, premeditated. Knows where the gaps are and plays it exactly there. Got a lot of time for him. Buys it and makes it look effortless.
No, sent back wisely so. What made his innings so good the other night was his ability to not only hit boundaries but score off every single delivery. This was a great shot. He gave himself the room to be able to get the ball through that offside. But the Bangladesh top order are again asking a young man in the infancy stage of his international career to win them a game. I think of the Litton Dash over where he faced Omarzai and it went for just 1 run. Oh, edged and 4. They'll love it here.
They do. Hoisting the flag away. Round the wicket. It was too close to cut. Oh! Traveled fast. I think it hit the keeper's gloves or the thighs on the way, but it did not deter. Safely reached the boundary.
He's got to go, he's got to go! He got his head down, the skipper. It just wasn't the most powerful throw from the deep.
Seen some good pieces of fielding. There's an opportunity for one. Think he made it in time, he did. Shakib.
Well, the thing about that throw is that it bounced twice before it got to Ramanullah Gurbaz. It needed to skip off the surface, just bounce once and into his gloves, and it might have been tight. I'm just going to go back to that over again. Dittendas try to hit Ormazai all the way on the leg side the entire over, instead of trying to just stand still, and the over ended up only going for one, and from there on in, Bangladesh have lost their way. Fielded, but a good over, one that the home side needed. 91 for 3. Well, after that over, things look a little bit better, but it's still game on. 28 of 24. And the crowd, which is jam-packed in here this evening, can sense the moment critique has arrived. They burst into song. A patriotic song, I believe, about the red and green of Bangladesh while you were away on a break. Yeah, and now the name Shakib rings out. And he answers in style.
Oh yes, they have bumped him up. They have chanted his name to see that shot. And they are up on their feet. Was in the slot. This is Shakib versus Rashid. Wings deployed, and it crosses over for a maximum.
It's just not the length that Rashid wants to bowl. We've spoken over and over again how he does not want you to be able to just stand and hit. That was a touch full. Now he cuts away, but it will just be one. Shakib realizes the damage has been done. 7 of 3, that's all you want off the great man. The required rate drops to 6 and over. This is very manageable, but we will not forget the other night. The other night when Bangladesh had it won, and then suddenly Karim Janat delivered a hat-trick off the final over. Nerves were shredded. And here we go again.
You mentioned Karim Janat. 5 bowlers used so far by Rashid Khan. Still no signs of Karim Janat. When is the right time to bring him on? Particularly a person who's taken a hat-trick for you. Bring him on only for the last over?
That's what Rashid wants you to do. Try and pull the ball that's not quite short enough, but that's slipping down the leg side. Yeah, your answer is Faruqi will bowl one. and I would think Omrazai will bowl one. And then I think they'll throw the ball to Janat to bowl the last over. That's what I feel. The problem is, do they get to the last over? End of the 14th, 8 from it, 99 for 3. Still no Karim Janat. Afghanistan like to use him at the back end. He is the finisher with the ball. He bowls Yorkers, he bowls bouncers, he takes pace off the ball. He bowls a real mix and match. But we won't see him yet. The decision that Rashid Khan needs to make as Ormazoy makes his way in. This is good running again. Brilliant. Easy as you like. The decision that Rashid Khan needs to make is, does he bowl his specialist next over, or does he save him for right at the end? Because the one thing you don't want to do is have the game end with an over to spare, and he hasn't bowled yet.
Hundreds come up with the quick couple taken. There's the man.
Oh, wow! Throw that one back. That is in the grandstands. What amazing form this young man is in.
You watch him run, you watch him bat, and you watch him hit a 6. What a shot. Was not that full, but he got into position early and the timing was perfect.
That's in the hitting zone. He's able to get underneath it. It's just drifting down that leg side, and he's able to get right underneath that. Now the damage has been done. It's 8 off 2. How does Ridoy play it from here? Does he risk getting out and bringing someone else in and see what happened the other night? Happen again? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. The damage had been done, and Ridoy is told to move on. Afghanistan are still in this.
Still went for the attack. You mentioned it. Right after the 6, saw him having a conversation with Shakib. I thought he would have calmed him down. Back of a length delivery, it hit the toe end. The very toe end of the bat. Easy catch for melodies for Mohammad Nabi. He celebrates, he's not happy, he dispatches. Tawhid Ridoy, the player of the match. The other night, he departs for 19. Bangladesh, 107 for 4.
Played well in the first T20 international, Jamim Hossain, in a good partnership with Tawhid Ridoy. He now has to do it with Shakib Al Hassan. This is just his 17th match, and in how quickly T20s are rattled up in your career, he is just starting out. Strong and inventive. This was not called for.
Yeah, came down the wicket, came charging, but towed it.
When Tawhid Ridoy got out, Bangladesh needed 4.6 and over. 1 dot ball, 5.1. He's a lovely little player, there's no doubt about it. But his coach will want to see him take the team over the line more often than not in these situations. When the game is won, it's won. You can't let the opposition back in, not in T20. That'll be a wide.
In the 15th over, he needed 11 runs, got a wicket in this one. So no doubt, if you are going to go for Karim Janat, it has to be the next over, right?
Well, you would think so. You would think that you would bowl the man that you back the most to be able to go for the least runs. No, I mean, the end that he'll be bowling from is the Walton end, where he had all the success the other night. Faruqi has generally operated from the eye screen end. The decisions that a captain has to make, and sometimes those decisions, just the decision, can win you a game. Wants the run, scampers. Chosen Mohammad Nabi, so gets the single, 10 from it, but a successful over for Afghanistan. 109 for 4. Those first 5 overs, Bangladesh were very impressive. 50 without loss. Then the fight back. And they've been scrapping ever since. Afghanistan, they've got 10 to defend. Otherwise, the series is gone. And it is Faisal Haq Faruqi. No, not an ideal start.
Faisal Faruqi is the answer. Kabir Hussain, the chief curator here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, did a splendid job. Him and his team, even though it has rained in both the matches, they've got the job done.
I've seen a curator get man of the match before, you know.
Really?
Yep. Test match between South Africa and New Zealand. Butta Dipanar, actually, the South African top order batsman, got 100. His first test match 100, which I think he would have thought he was going to get player of the match, and instead it was given to Chris Scott, the curator, because of the amount of rain that had fallen over there and what him and his staff did. Good run. It'll be very interesting to say, right, if you've got 21 chances, I'm not going to give you 22 because that's 11 in each team, but we're going to give you 21 chances to guess the man of the match of the test match between South Africa and New Zealand. No one will get it right.
Trick question, huh?
8 needed. This needs to be an exceptional over to give Janat something to work with. Dot ball, priceless, priceless. Shakib will want to find a boundary somehow. He'll want to ease the pressure from his team. But if there is a man that you want at the wicket, if you are a Bangladesh supporter, it is Shakib Al Hasan. He's been here before, he's done it before, but this is for a series. Another scalp for Bangladesh. He was looking to go over mid-off. Instead, he loses the strike. 3 from the Faruqi over. 7 required. It's still a massive ask for Karim Janat, who we're just assuming will bowl the last over. And that man doesn't want the same as last night, or 2 nights ago. He nearly had heart failure. Couldn't believe what he was watching. Head coach Hathara Singh. I've got a sneaky feeling this fella's going to look for a boundary now. Brilliantly bowled. Yorker. Needed a dive. They're running for everything now. Now they remain 1 hit away. Just 6.
Quick run taken. Mujib with the throw. Direct hit was required. Still would have made it. Desperate dive from Shamim Hussain. Now Shakib with one more delivery to go. Mentioned 6, required of 7. Does he go for the spectacular or does he take a single of the last delivery of Faruqi? Last one perhaps will be bowled by Karim Janat.
They want 2, they'll only get 1. Surely they'll only get 1. No, they get 2. They get 2. That's splendid running. So Janat will have 4 to defend as we go to the final over, 115 for 4. You don't be fooled by that scorecard. It is correct, but Bangladesh need 4 more runs because of the DLS method. We've had a rain interval and we're down to the final over. The home side need 4 runs to win the match and win the series 2-0. And it's not Karim Janat. It's the man on debut. Wafadar has bowled 2 overs. He's gone for 26. And Rashid Khan has said, I know you're playing your first game of T20 cricket for your country, but I'm giving you the ball and I'm telling you to defend 4 runs. It's a massive ask for Wafadar. But heroes are made in the blink of an eye. But the hero tonight will be Shamim Hussain, who finishes it with a boundary. And Bangladesh secure the series 2-0. A very closely contested series from 2 very closely matched sides. They've been here for a while, going at each other, these 2 teams. Bangladesh winning the test match comfortably, Afghanistan fighting back and winning the one-day international series. But Bangladesh continue their upward progress as a T20 international side. Since 2021, they've beaten Australia, they've beaten New Zealand, they've beaten England, they've beaten Ireland, and now they can add Afghanistan to that list. They're a side that is improving all the time in T20 international cricket. And for the visitors, well, they need to be starting to take seriously. The world needs to stand up and realize that Afghanistan are a very good T20 international side. They're a very good white ball side. A brilliant game of cricket played by 2 wonderful teams. Thank you for the entertainment.
We've had 2 great matches here at Sylhet. What a T20 tournament, consisting of 2 T20 internationals, both dragged to the last over. Both won in the last over by Bangladesh, the home team. But by no means is Afghanistan a bad side. They are certainly a very good white ball side, a T20 side. But what a shot, the winning moment for Bangladesh from the bat of this young man, Shamim Hussain Part in the previous T20 international also, where he scored 33 of 25, this time completing the job with the captain, Shakib Al Hassan, not out on 18 of 11, and Bangladesh have won the second T20 international by 6 wickets and thus won the series 2-0. Once again, Bangladesh have won the Walton Bangladesh versus Afghanistan T20 series 2023, powered by Ice Screen, and this is the batting card.
The Shakib finishing off for Bangladesh, but earlier it was Liton Das and Afif Hussain providing that flying start. Liton scored 35 of 36 and Afif 24. Hridoy also played well for his 19. Partnership we are talking about, opening partnership of Liton and Afif adding 67 of 59 balls, and then Shakib and Hridoy adding 31 before Shakib and Shamim finishing off for Bangladesh. It's Bangladesh's maiden bilateral series win against Afghanistan. Mujib and Amazai picking up a couple each with the ball, but in the end, Bangladesh eventually winning both the matches, clinching their series.
Afghanistan invited to bat first, scored 116 for 7. Play was shortened due to rain, thus the 17 overs, and the target was 119 according to DLS for Bangladesh, and they've reached with 5 balls to go with 6 wickets in hand, courtesy of the batting performance by Liton, Afif, and Shakib staying not out on 18 of 11. Bangladesh managed to win the match by 6 wickets. Bangladesh started off the series with a big win, a huge win of 546 runs at Mirpur in the only test. The ODI series was won by Afghanistan, particularly dominating in the second match. A comeback from Bangladesh in the third ODI, which they won by 7 wickets at Chattogram. But then in Sylhet, it has been a complete Bangladesh show, even though it has been a nail-biter. Thrillers, both the matches, both the T20s. The first one won by 2 wickets, and this one tonight won by 6 wickets to win the series 2-0. We'll be back shortly with the presentation.